That's what we should have heard last night to kick off Monday Night Raw. That's what we should have heard down in Grand Rapids. Hey, first off, foremost, let me say, it's always great to go to a show. Here's the ticket if you don't believe me right here. There's where, that's the ticket. I made this sign with my YouTube site on it, with my name, Pete Daddy Dollar. Said youtube.com, Pete Daddy Dollar, the Daily Rant. And on the back, I flip it, and it says wrestlingmarks.com to give you guys a plug. And the motherfuckers took, first they said I couldn't have it because it had a .com on it. Second of all, they said, well, take a marker and scratch it out, which I tried to do. And the second, must have been the supervisor for the little jabronis up front working the fucking turnstiles. That's not going to work. You can still see that. And then they just took they took it and fucking ran with it. It wasn't even funny. As soon as that motherfucker left my hands, they were running with it. So, fuck you, Van Andel Arena, and fuck you, WWE, for that. Just for that. And fuck you for not bringing back Chris Jericho last night. Or at No Mercy. Let me turn this down a little bit. That was bullshit. The No Mercy pay-per-view was fucking horrible, as I said the other night. But last night they came back and had a good Raw. Me and my friends are six of us. We got a couple chants going. I don't have much of a voice left. I got to watch a tape from it, but my mom said you can see me on the fucking TV at least once. I was wearing my NWO shirt. They panned over me. But the dark matches, Carlito fought on a dark match last night, and so did the World Tag Team Champion, Cade Murdoch. I think they're all right. They're not fucking great. We're not talking Captain Charisma material here, but they fought on a fucking dark match. So the World Tag titles pretty much mean shit. The other notable matches, of course, stopped my heart. The first match was a 6-diva tag match. My girl Beth. I got 4 rolls of film I took last night. Some of the pictures were decent, some not so good because I had a bunch of yahoos in front of me, you know. Plus, the pictures I took, I was so fucking drunk. By the time I started really snapping a lot of pictures, I was so drunk it was kind of hard to get good ones, and then everybody's hands were up in the air, so it didn't really make it any easier. But let's see. Wait here. Let me find a couple good ones. Right off the get here. Let's see. Let me find this. I got some, just some out in the parking lot. This is me in front of the Triple H semi right there, the WWE. I had to sport the throwback NWO shirt because I still love the fucking NWO. Here's the sign right here. This is the completed sign. As you can see, I'm kind of looking off to the side because somebody honked the fucking horn when I was sitting there posing. And here's another good one. I just want to give her, like, props because it's a really nice ass. That was another one in the parking lot. Let's see. We got, this is good right here. We got Hacksaw. 100-year-old Hacksaw Jim Duggan fought in a dark match last night too. So like the pre-show, the Sunday Night Heat taping was, like I said, there was a couple just bums from Grand Rapids. I should say bums. They were, they're decent, but just jobbers. Then we had the Divas match, which was ended so fucking gay. There's a nice little roll-up pin on Jillian by, I think it was Candace. I wasn't paying attention because Beth was standing on the side of the apron. I was kind of looking at her. One of my new favorite wrestlers, Mr. Kennedy, had a good match against Hardy last night. I think who else? The Orton Umaga Triple H match was sweet. I got a couple decent stills from that one. Here's one of Randy going into the ring with the belt right there. I'll try to do a slideshow of these so I can actually, I have them on disc so I can put them on here so I can actually show you guys, so you can actually see it. But overall it was a good event. The security was getting really pissed when we were sitting there in about probably 50, 60 people directly behind JR and King started chanting TNA. So I'm hoping that when I watch the tape, you can actually hear that, because I've watched videos on YouTube and people pointed out like what minute mark and such that you could hear TNA chants in a WWE crowd or the ECW crowd. So I'm gonna hope that shows up, and it was fun. I mean, it was a good time. We had a lot of cervezas last night while we were there, but it was good. It was fun. Like I said, other than losing the sign. Oh yeah, and this is the camera I used last night to shoot this. I got a 35mm Olympus camera. It's old. It's probably about 10 years old actually. I mean, I got good pictures with it. But 2 hours and 50 minutes into Raw, I'm losing it here. One of the security, I don't know if she was WWE or from the Van Andel, came up and said she needed to inspect my camera. Now, okay, here it is right here. This is, you see the Olympus right here, 35mm. This is the zoom. That's what I got for zoom. Okay, here's the load for the film. Okay, you can see it takes film, not a fucking smart card or anything. Came over and said she needed to inspect my camera because they thought I was shooting video. There is at least, and just with the people that were with me, there was at least one, I can't remember, I think it was one guy had a digital cam, one or two, shooting video with a digital camera. So this, to me, was just fucking hilarious. But that's about it. It was a good, like I said, it was a good night, other than losing the sign and then having to deal with that. But overall, good show. Shawn Michaels coming out at the end was fucking awesome because he always gets a huge pop from the crowd. He did it at WrestleMania, I remember that. Great. But WWE, this Jericho deal, I'm really, really hoping that they come through and bring Chris Jericho back because he needs to come back. They need a new face now that Cena's not there for another year. So bring Y2J in that Save Us 222 deal. The only thing I can think of is the Save Us 2, it'll be the second coming of Chris Jericho, and the 2-2, the last 2-2, would that mean maybe October 22nd, which is a Monday night? Jericho doesn't have any concerts scheduled with Fozzy on Monday nights. We checked his tour dates. No book signings or anything. So all the Mondays are open. And that would be the last Raw before Cyber Sunday too. Makes sense. So please, WWE, if you never do anything else, bring fucking Y2J back because we really want to see this motherfucker back in the ring. That's it, guys. I'm going to sit back and relax and enjoy the rest of my next 2 days off in a row. See you on the flip side.